Hey guys, Professor Prime here with MyJaPlanet.com, and today we're taking a look at the Haslab Star Wars Ahsoka ship, the Ghost. Now, I'm gonna be full disclosure here, guys. I actually didn't watch a whole lot of Rebels, so I couldn't tell you. And the funny thing about this, and I might get crucified by Star Wars fans in the comments, I'm okay with that. When they first released the Clone Wars movie way back in, I don't even remember when it was. I think it was 2012 or something like that, and the animated version, and they introduced Ahsoka as being Anakin's apprentice, I straight up hated it. I hate when they introduce elements or characters into existing storylines that, like, it was one of those things where, like, in Revenge of the Sith, where was she at? Like, I was like, okay, you can't just throw her in there and then just, like, ignore the fact that she was even mentioned. Like, she's not mentioned at all. There's no mention whatsoever in Revenge of the Sith that Anakin has an apprentice. Nor was it ever mentioned that, oh, well, Anakin, you're good enough to have an apprentice, but you're not good enough to be a master on the Jedi Council. So it was just like, it was so ridiculous. Like, not even like Padme mentioned her. Like, well, what about Ahsoka? What does Ahsoka think of this? Like, it was just so, like, wrenching to me when they decided to throw her in there. And I get it, she became a fan love character over the years. I've watched some Rebels, I have watched some other media that's got Ahsoka in it, and I've come to appreciate the character because she just wasn't a throwaway character. She actually had some depth. It's unfortunate though that she wasn't created in time for Revenge of the Sith. And I feel like Ahsoka did bring the Clone Wars in and, like, has kind of continued the legacy of Star Wars a little bit more than I feel like it would have been had she not been created. So with that all out of the way, let's take a look at this thing. Now, I'm gonna say, like I said, I didn't watch Rebels all that much. I saw a couple episodes here and there. I'm gonna have to say this thing is fired. This thing looks really good. Now, granted, it's $500, okay? They only needed 8,000 people to back this, and they got over 10,000 people plus. There's some Rebel fans out there. There's a huge amount of Ahsoka fans out here, so I get it. I mean, like, this is just impressive. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like it's just impressive. Like, it's impressive. Like, this is impressive. If they did a Millennium Falcon at the scale for figures, I would definitely buy that. I would definitely buy that. Now, I'm not all that into collecting Star Wars figurines. Like, it's something I kind of want to get into at some point, but for vehicles are just always, like, the big draw for Star Wars, and they're always the hardest thing to sell. I always see Star Wars vehicles sitting on the shelves all the time. But like, this is impressive. Like, the detail on this is super impressive. Like, this is just, and I believe this is for 3/4 inch scale figures, not Black Series size, if I remember correctly. So yeah, and it's got, like, the turret, like, even the figures look great. Like, and then this looks great. I don't know if it'll come with blast effects or not. I didn't see. Now, it is limit 5 per customer, so I mean, that's kind of crazy. You could buy 5 of these. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of these backers were, you know, like, stores getting them to sell on their site. And I don't fault anybody for buying extras to resell on the aftermarket. Hell, I bought 2 Galactuses for myself. One I opened, one I still have in the box, just so that I can down the road sell it for a pretty penny. So no judgment here. If I have $500 though, I might get this. I even just to resell, honestly. So yeah, it's this. So like, the campaign includes, and you can check this out on the website right now. It's still going. As of recording this video, we still have 20 days left, so you still have time to get this. I just wanted to talk about it. I'm sure lots of you have already talked about it. I just wanted to talk about it because I think it's interesting, really. Let's see here. It comes with the ship, obviously. You get a 3.75 inch general Hela figure with 3 accessories. That's cool. So each 3 accessories, and then the first tier is a vintage exclusive carded Urza, which I know everybody wanted to see him, like, in the Mandalorian. He comes with 5 accessories, and then you get another character from I think the same crew that comes with 5 accessories, which is the second unlock, and then the third unlock was Zep, which comes with 2 accessories. So I'm pretty sure they have. I'm not gonna play the video. You can watch the video yourself. But yeah, you can read all this. You know, they got how the design was inspired. It was inspired by the Lucasfilm design of the ship from the animated movies, and now it's gonna be in live action because we're gonna have a live action version of the ship, I believe, in the Ahsoka show when that gets rolling. It's massive. That is massive. It's 13 inches in height. That's I can't. I don't even know where I would put that thing in my collection. I've got some things that I just don't have room for that are still in boxes, and that's something that I need to work on. I need to like kind of build like a shelf up and stuff so I could have more room. But man, this is just it's impressive. It is an impressive figure. And then we have all the information about the ghosts, like, you know, the captain's quarrel, the like, you know, lounge. I mean, you know, beds and bunkers. I mean, this is like a centerpiece. Like the carded backs are and they're really cool. And I love how they still use Kenner, because Kenner was the original Star Wars release of the figures. Like I said, these are 3/4 inch scales. Now this is a render shot. That's not the actual. I don't think that's how the actual packaging will end up looking. But yeah, the figures, and it even comes with a Phantom too. It comes with a shuttle. That's crazy. It comes with the little shuttle. That's awesome. That's awesome. And it's gonna be, you know, a classic packaging of the Star Wars vintage collection line, which has been doing very well. From my understanding, it's been doing very, very well. Yeah, it's super. Yeah, they unlocked everything. What was tier 1? Does it say what tier 1 requirement was? Oh, 11. Oh no! Oh, we haven't unlocked it yet. Oh, I was wrong. 11,000 backers for tier 1. Oh, so we have not unlocked. Where are we at? Okay, we're almost. Okay, so we have not unlocked any of the tiers yet. Okay, so this is what comes with it. The ghost and the shuttle with the pilot. Okay, so tier 1 is Urza. And I don't know if they've released this guy as a figure yet. I don't know he's been released yet as a figure before in the past. Okay, so 11,000 backers for this guy, and then 1,400 backers for this guy, which I think was one of the captains in the show, and then the last guy, which was I think a fan favorite. I think he might have been a fan favorite. I don't know. 1,700 backers. So I'm not sure how quickly this went up, like how fast they hit the 8,000 target for this to go into production. But I'm going to guess. I'm just gonna spitball this here. I feel that this will hit. I think it'll get at least the first tier. I think at the end of this, I'm just gonna prediction here. I think 12,000. I think 12,000 backers is where it's gonna sit at. So everybody's gonna get this figure. So these last two figures are not gonna be made. And honestly, like, okay, so I'm looking at this as a casual Star Wars fan who never watched Rebels is like, say, interested in like watching the Ahsoka show, right? I don't think these unlocks are very good. I think these are weak. Now, granted, the Galactus one, you know, the tiers were figures as well. Like I think one was like the Silver Surfer, the other I think shit, I don't remember. Oh, I think the last one was the Doomhead. But also too is like Galactus was such a fan favorite character, and it was just like something that we've never seen before. We've never seen a Galactus toy at that scale, and with the articulation that thing has. So it was impressive. So I think like all the tiers were like justified for the backing. Whereas I feel like even getting to 1,000 backers for just this is a stretch. And the reason I say that is because I feel like they have released an Urza figure before. And if you're a fan, I think. And if you, correct me if I'm wrong, in the comments down below, let me know if you were a fan of Rebels, if you watched Rebels when it aired originally, if you're like a super fan. Okay, if you're a super fan of Rebels, have they released these figures already in the past? And if they haven't, like if these are the first, like if this is the first time these characters have ever gotten a release, and granted, it could be like this is the first time this character's gotten a release with the accessories. Like, so that could be the thing too, like the accessories are a new thing, like maybe it didn't have those many accessories. Like it has a removable scout helmet, you know, and it comes with it comes with Loth the cat. Maybe the original didn't come with the cat. Maybe it just came with a blaster and lightsaber. You know, it didn't have the helmet and stuff like that. And then like this guy, maybe he just didn't come with all these accessories. He just had the lightsaber. That was basically it, you know? And maybe these weren't released as Rebel, like in classic, like they were like maybe in like Black Series side. Like these could be Black Series. Maybe they've released these as Black Series figures in the past. So, you know, these wouldn't, like, if you have them, they wouldn't fit the scale of the ship. You know what I'm saying? Which then again, honestly, if you think about it, like, I mean, I guess, like, the 3/4 inch scale with these figures fits well. Maybe a Black Series, which is 6 inch, I think it's a 6-inch figure, wouldn't fit well scale wise with this. Like, obviously, they're not going to fit inside the ship, you know, because they're too big. But I don't know. Like, let me know in the comments down below, guys, what you guys think about that. If you've collected these figures, or like I said, I don't know much about Rebels. and I do recognize the ship though. I have seen this ship before, like on some episodes that I've watched. So I'm curious. I'm curious what you guys think. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. I'm excited to hear what y'all all think about this. This is a good, I would say this was a good backing. This is a good Haslab because we released the Haslab just as the Ahsoka show is coming out, which is, I think, was a smart move versus the Rancor was a bad move. I think the releasing of the Rancor was bad timing with the Book of Boba Fett. It didn't line up correctly. And like the backings for that, like the tiers and all that and accessories for the Rancor was not there. It should have came with like a Boba Fett figure and a saddle. Like, that's what it should have came with straight up. Straight up is what it should have came with from the get-go. But I digress. This is about that failed Rancor. This is about the Ahsoka ship. Thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget, guys, if you want to watch me live on Twitch, I stream every Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Live on Twitch. I play World of Warcraft, Hearthstone, and I'll be playing some Marvel Strike Force as well. I'll be incorporating that into my streaming schedule. So if you want to check us out there, be sure to do that at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. And as always, until next time.